Well, the idea is to bring together translators from the Cities of Literature Network, UNESCO Cities of Literature Network, and to put them in an environment where they become a lot more attuned to how these cities are in fact gateways for literary circulation.
I'm here in Ukraine talking about a Catalan translation of a Korean novel in English, and I'm Dutch.
I had a kind of brief meeting with Ukrainian during my university days, and I've always felt frustrated by the fact that, I could read part of it but not all of it, so it was in a way an opportunity for me to grapple with Ukrainian, which I started doing, and I feel better.
I really like to be introduced to different cultures, to work with people from different cultures and to see the similarities but also the differences between them. And it wasn't actually until today, for instance, that I realized, I was talking to Kath, that I'm currently in a country that is at war. And it just struck me today that it doesn't feel like that. I was schooled very much in translation theory, and we discussed a lot of theory as well, but at the end of the day, I am a translator, it's practice. And I think that the discussions that we have and the lectures that we have really bring theory and practice together. And also, again, hearing everyone else's ideas about this and the way they work or their experiences, they give me new input as well, and they also give me new ideas for teaching.
I really enjoyed the many lectures we've had about politics of translation. The one we had on Friday was fantastic, with that lady talking about the translation of the classics and getting back the real meaning of the words, when the original is talking about women who for centuries have been turned into whores to hide and abuse. I mean, that to me has been extremely interesting, and all these kind of things have been very nice.
Apart of being a translator, I'm also a researcher. I do my research in literary translation, and I study text. So this was an opportunity for me to work with people apart from text, and to see how different translators from different cultures and from different backgrounds translated, and how was their idea of translation. So that was quite interesting for me, apart from practice in translation and work with other people.
I like that the residency wasn't only interested in the work, and it wasn't sort of isolating, but rather brought us out into the city, into the natural environs in Lviv, like the open air museum. We could actually see where we were and orient ourselves historically in context.
It was meeting all those people from all over the world who came and are working with so many different languages, and to seeing how people approach the art of translation in a different manner, and also being able to get a chance of learning from each other and learning from Aaron, who is a fantastic teacher.
I always thought that translators talking with each other and working together can actually gain a greater appreciation of each other's languages more directly, rather than what they see and work on the page. So we created this collaborative translation project where at any given time they were functioning on 3 different languages at once. So what happens here is also sort of the intersection of these different levels of experience. And I think they are going to go back to their own practice a lot richer, a lot more sensitive to one another. I mean, one of the interesting things that we have to also remind ourselves is the fact that most of these people have not been to each other's countries, and yet we're all in Europe. I mean, it's a surprising thing that we are talking about Europe, and here's a wonderful opportunity for people to sort of experience each other's cultures in a very, very direct and visceral and personal way. You know, going from we don't do this to how can we do this? It was just really wonderful.